What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to Berserk, this time with the second of the 2016/17, I'm not sure when they came out, movies. This one I'm looking forward to. Again, heard that it's reasonably similar to the first one in terms of the CGI not being also great, so hopefully we won't actually see too much of that. I'm again especially excited for the third movie, where I think the end is kind of switched up from what we got in the anime, so very excited to get to that at some point this week. I think this will be uploaded for you guys next Sunday. I'm recording this on the Sunday beforehand, so I've got about a week wait till I upload this, but looking forward to it nevertheless. Let me know what you guys think of this episode down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. And let's get into it, guys. 3, 2, 1, let's go. This one's going to be slightly longer than the first one, only by about 10 minutes or so I think, but again what I find very interesting is that the third one is again another 20 minutes longer than this one, but it also starts pretty much where the anime series ends, almost like episode 22, 23-ish I think, so that should be it leaves a lot of room for stuff we haven't seen yet. And we did see Puck in some other cast that we didn't see in the actual original anime. This is just a little recap, isn't it? Oh my god. No. I'm not reading this. I ended up reading some of it anyway. The Tudors. It's funny, I'm actually rewatching Vinland Saga now as well, and it's a little bit similar in some respects. Again, it's set in England. This is set in England a little bit. Obviously not all of Vinland Saga is set in England, but with all these battles and such, this one's obviously I think it's actually more English, this Berserk, with the kind of battles with the kingdoms and such, and the castles. Again, Zod's CGI wasn't all too bad. I don't really mind creature CGI. For example, the bear in Golden Camry, I don't really mind it that much. A lot of people hated on that, but I don't really mind it for kind of unhuman stuff. And I don't know why, but the sound on this site, up and down. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a slight recap here. I think this is about where we ended up, isn't it? Yeah, that, again, it leaves a lot of room for the third movie to kind of expand upon what the first season had in store. I'm not sure what the prologue is actually what I read from the manga. I don't think it was the first and second chapter I read. Again, I'm pretty confused in what I read, to be honest. I know I read, I think, chapter 13 or 14 or both, and then chapters like 40 odd or something, just to catch up on some stuff I missed during a couple of the original anime episodes. So I never went past anything, but I did meet Puck and I did meet Donovan. So maybe it kind of restarts again from that point where Puck's introduced. There he was, little flash of him. And again, got no idea who a lot of these characters are. No idea. Skull Knight. Again, that makes me really want to believe that he's in this movie. I think it's this movie where it covers Guts leaving the Band of the Hawk. So I'm really hoping to see that scene with Guts having an internal dialogue and then Skull Knight creeping up on him from behind, but actually in front. I love these blood spatter shots as well, you know. And again, I'm very glad they kind of cut down on a lot of these. I wouldn't say pointless fights. These fights all have a point to them, but they do kind of seem pointless. If we didn't have these fights, there wouldn't be more of a sense of camaraderie and such between everyone, though. So you have to. Again, that's like what I said last episode. Sometimes you got to have the slower moments, the build-up moments, to have a good payoff to a lot of the character scenes. It's funny because that would be the complete opposite in many other shows where you'd actually just have to deal with the dialogue and such and then get to the action scenes. That's like the opposite. Yeah. Oh shit. Is this the Purple Rhino Knights? Yeah, we know who this guy is. I don't know his name. Koboltwitz or something. I didn't know he was blonde. Oh, again, the CG is not looking great. The Blue Whale Ultra Heavy Armed... What? I did not get all that. What they called that originally? That's a long ass name. Ooh. Damn. See, now that's a sick shot. A little bit of CGI to actually have the impact and then 2D afterwards. Again, that looked great. I think nowadays they have come to realise that full CGI actually looks pretty good. You see with the Marvel movies and stuff, it does look pretty good nowadays. They got to a point where it just looks good on its own, but mixed in with 2D and practical effects, it looks... You can hardly notice. 1,000 cocks. He definitely did say that in the original, did he? Obviously. Turn down 1,000 cocks like that. I didn't like you. We just got a pop of the veins as well. Didn't really see anything like that in the anime either, did we? A pop of veins or a tense. Not that we really need it. Here it is. Stone splitting whirlwind. Guns and Senpu. Annie. No, I prefer the dialogue in this one. With this guy, anyway. Oh, he looks even more like an idiot in this one, doesn't he? Koboltwitz. So we're starting here. Okay. One of my favourite parts of the anime. These guys getting some alone time. You know, that line doesn't make as much sense without us seeing him swim with the armor in a different fight, does it? I don't know why they put that in there, if they left out the fight where there was a whole deal about people in armor swimming. Again, another one of those things where the dialogue is the payoff for the work you put in during the fight. Effortlessly. What was that? Oh, they're actually hiding it this time. Interesting. I didn't censor anything in the first one. Again, I'm not sure if I want to keep censoring all this stuff, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I know I should. Probably should. I don't know if I have to. I've never been told that I have to. And again, all these movies are actually online on YouTube, uncensored. But for the manga, which is going to be even more graphic, I imagine, I don't know if I want to censor everything, because I imagine I'll just be kind of missing out half of the shots, if you know what I'm saying. I just won't be showing half of the manga. I think I might actually just leave it until I see any kind of sign I shouldn't. I don't really mind too much if I don't get monetized or age restricted or anything, I don't think. Because I think everyone that watches me is probably over 18, if not close to that age anyway. Yeah, I don't really feel like leaving out half of the content. Well, it's not half, obviously, but a lot of the content, some of the best parts of the content, without just you guys not being able to see it with me. Yeah, I think I'll come to that decision now. This is Casca's flashback. One of you guys did mention about their perspectives being like this, or kind of hazed and such, but when you think of a memory, you don't really think of them like this, do you? You don't really think of them all fuzzy like this, do you? You can remember parts vividly here and there, but some parts are a mystery. This guy looks even more creepy in this version, doesn't he? Again, I really just don't vibe with it. Not after the best starts, weren't I? Not after the best starts. It's not out with a CGI fight, which didn't look great. There was that cool shot of that guy's head. And then we're straight on to another part I didn't really like about the last movie, was the kind of fuzzy slow-mo, like 10 FPS Actually, probably less. Probably 1 FPS. Kind of flashback shots. Did he put her in Leafs? Did he put her in Leafs in the original? Can't remember. I don't think he did. Ooh. Again, I love the sound design in this. I don't know, maybe that's the reason why they might. Trusting your instinct's not a bad thing. Isn't she? Well, she might not act like it now. You know what? That might sound really weird, but Casca almost looks a lot more like Takasugi in this in this version. I think it's just the hair, like the purplish kind of hair. A little bit shorter than Takasugi's, but just reminds me of it. I don't think talking takes too much out of you. I can attest it does take something out of you. I play football. I usually shout and talk a lot. It doesn't help with the breathing, but not more than 2%. I wouldn't say. Oh shit! If any, I hope this fight scene's good, man. We know what goes down here. Here we go. Let's go, guards. Fucking hell, man! The sound on this stuff is I know I bring it up a lot, but the sound is absolutely sick. Sound of those arrows flying there, just flying through the air. It was crazy. It makes you feel like they've actually just recorded an arrow being shot like that. You would expect it, but they don't. They use other kind of things, don't they? Things you would never expect. Unless they actually did, which fair play. That's a lot of effort to go to. Again, it just adds so much. It adds more than what much of the original anime's impact had in terms of the visuals and sound. The sound alone in this just adds so much power and realism to the fights. Again, it's just the same. A lot of it's in CGI. The guy gets scared of that line. Oh shit, that was sick. Volleying the sword. I don't know about that. I couldn't have ever imagined doing that, to be honest with you guys. Even if I wanted to kill myself. No. Do you know why? I think it's because I've done it before. Obviously not on purpose. When I was a kid, I remember going up to try and turn the computer on, and then I fell off what I was standing on. I kind of put a few books and stuff up so I could reach, and I fell and hit my chin on the ledge and ended up cutting halfway through. So I think that's what makes me want to do it even less. But yeah, that was bleeding a hell of a lot. Fucking hell. I mean, a lot more boobs in this one, so I guess we'll find out if everything will be alright. Right in the fire like that is not a good place to get arrowed. Actually gonna watch him kill all of them this time, are we? Well, that goes with that nightmare he had later on in the series, doesn't it? Which I thought was actually a happy dream of him living a life with Casca in the countryside, but no, that was actually a nightmare for Griffith. That was that powerless life he was talking about. Crazy, right? Crazy. Yeah, I think we are going to watch him just massacre everyone here. Got the motherfuckers running away. You know what, that would be a deserved death for Cobaltwoods, wouldn't it? Trampled on by his own men. Well, we're not going to see all of it, but we saw, I think, quite a bigger portion than we did in the original, didn't we? And some of these kills as well, they can just do a little bit more, can't they? They can just add a little bit more flavour to some of the kills. I love that one where they where this happened a lot, obviously, but guts just went straight into that guy's head, and the sound behind it was fucking crazy. Sugai indeed. See, he actually said amazing there. Not Jesus. Although them being in England, they probably would say Jesus. Just chilling. Need some of that fairy dust. Oh, they do actually do that, don't they? The 100-man Slayer guts. And we transition. What? Transition to a dead cow getting flung. Interesting transition. Do you know what? It would have been better if they transitioned from Cobaltwoods to that dead cow getting flung. That would have been pretty poetic. Oh shit! That is liable to happen sometimes. That blow up right in your face with the cannons. Oh, damn! They're pouring shit. Again, they just get so many more chances to add again that little bit of flavour to some of the kills and fights, don't they? In this version, chuck some oil on the guy, then burn an arrow in. Brutal way to go. Not quite as bad as getting blown up by your own cannon, though. So this one's the Purple Rhino Knights. And Boscone. Jeez, again, the sound. The sound is so ruthless. Makes you sound like you're getting killed. Elite White Tiger Knights. This is a scene I don't really care all that much for, to be honest. I'm not sure why they felt it necessary to add this in. And we've just kind of jumped to all the other battles, haven't we? Just put us straight in there. Verily. Did they just realise what he said? To be fair, actually, yeah, I can kind of understand now. I just remembered the title of this movie is this fight, isn't it? Doldre. So yeah, I guess it makes sense they take a bit longer on this this portion. Again, not the most interesting portion, and it ends a little bit annoyingly, if you know what I'm saying, with their fucking king taking control of their army stupidly. Doldre. That's a cool looking kingdom, isn't it? Look at that. That would be luxury in these days. Like proper luxury. Wow. What the hell? In the original anime where they're people with this guy that looked this much like Griffith, I don't think there was there? I can't remember at the least. I mean, I remember there being people, kids around him, but I don't remember these people looking so much like Griffith. What the fuck? It would add more sense to his decision later on. He's still kind of obsessed by his old experiences with him, which is putting that lightly. Indeed. Yeah, you realise it, don't you, boss? Going, that prick's going to lose you this fight. Look at that hand. It's amazing this guy survived that last fight, isn't it? With all 100 of those troops dying and him just lying there in the face of the Band of the Hawk, he somehow made it out alive. See, I don't mind CG for these scenes, again, with the horses and these guys on the back of the horses. I don't mind it all that much. It's almost necessary, like I mentioned last movie. Ooh. Oh, well, the scale of that looked crazy, doesn't it? Oh, I can tell. This is going to be the best 3D fight scene yet. It's already been pretty fucking good. And that's where you lose the fight. Right there. So this guy's armor looks sick. It will indeed. And you know what? I think Bosco realizes now, doesn't he, that this is the losing move. Yeah, I don't remember the king's armor looking that damn cool. I think again because it's a much more colourful palette in this movie, isn't it? I remember not actually liking what he was wearing. I think, and yeah, you've lost. All right, Caucus. You use your big nose to shield us. I'll say that again. If you look from the side, my nose looks exactly the same. Not quite as large, but pretty much exactly the same. And here we go. Where's Bosco now? This is a fight I can't wait to see. Let's go, Rika. Pippin. Everyone's getting a little time to shine. It's nice to see, considering there's been a lot of cuts. That's Charlotte. Or is this just some random woman? I think that's Charlotte. Awfully fucking tight, isn't it? Jeez. Just circling each other. But here's the meeting point. It is indeed. Oh. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realise this before. This is almost like a little audition for her to take over for the Band of the Hawk when Griffith is gone. Like a little chance to lead a little group. Just shoot that bastard right in the head. Oh. They used a lot of 2D for this fight. Nice. I don't really mind if it was in 3D or not, because the 3D looked pretty good during this scene, but you know what? The more I look at this guy's fucking mask, the more he just looks like that. Looks like Wallace from Pulp Fiction in the last story, wearing that gimp mask. Marcellus Wallace. Do you know what? It'd be absolutely hilarious if those bottom teeth were actually on the other side, so they had nothing to grind. I think they were in the original anime, weren't they? I don't think it had that scene of him gritting his teeth like that, though. Jeez, holy shit. The brutalities of war, man. The brutalities of war. How did we get here? That was a bit of a weird transition. You rat bastard. Five now? Guy changes the number every time, doesn't he? You should have just killed her already, man. Again, it's almost a strength for her that she's a girl, that she almost... Well, I say this, it sounds horrible. It's almost a strength... Not that, obviously. Oh, goddamn. Let's go, Casca. But yeah, it's almost a strength, because not everyone wants to kill her straight up. They want to rape her, which is a negative, of course. But a positive, and again, the fact that they don't take that killing blow. Instead, they use that chance to try and rape her, and usually die for it. Deservedly. I guess you could see it as an advantage. Obviously, it's disgusting. This guy really has no fucking business out here, does he? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh no, don't ruin it. Thank God. Jesus. They almost ruined that. This fucking slow-mo shit again. This guy's wrinkled forehead. Just trembled a little bit. No, as soon as the fight with Bosco, as soon as Bosco's down, it's game over. As well as your castle getting overtaken, but I think in terms of psychologically, even if the fight did continue, knowing that your general got killed like that is, yeah, game over. Again, it actually doesn't, but psychologically, yes, they've won. Because again, not just Bosco's down, but they, but they can actually see their castle is no longer theirs. They could fight and have a chance of winning still, but yeah. What was that motherfucker doing? Just mixing the pot. Yeah. Now we just kill them all. Interesting that they didn't flash back to Griffith's past with this guy. Maybe they might be saving it till now. If they don't, I won't be complaining. Don't get me wrong. I don't really want to see any of that stuff where I don't have to. Not much of a life, is it, being king? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't a normal person? But yeah, I suppose Griffith actually. We didn't see that scene of him looking tormented either, did we? Actually, with the scar on his arm. But yeah, he kind of sees that as just an exchange, didn't he? In exchange for sex, he gets a chance to prove his chances of becoming an owner of a country. Damn. I don't think it should have been quite as quick as that. Oh, actually, you got him in the eye. Fair enough. This guy deserved a little bit of more slow, painful death, but it's what it is. Again, we didn't actually see him do anything in the in this one, did we? All we saw was the kids that looked like Griffith. Again, the detail I really don't mind that they left out. Don't mind at all. Yeah, that was a really good fight. Again, the CGI looked nice there. Like, they actually used it smartly. They didn't use it on scenes they didn't need to. They used it on the horses. They used it on a lot of the scenes where they were kind of coming together, but not too much in the actual kind of focus on the one-on-one fight scenes or anything, which is the way to do it, in my opinion. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Again, they almost ruined the fucking Boscone and his horse getting decapitated. They did kind of, not gonna lie, they fucking, but 2 instances of that slow-mo shit in there. I'm not sure if it's just me that doesn't like that, but yeah. Show me a clear picture. I'm here to watch this show. I'm not here to not watch the show. So here is the triumphant return. The whitest man in all of history. It was very popular being very white in England, I think, during around these times. People would usually, that's where makeup kind of came from, I think. They would usually kind of cake themselves in some kind of powders and such to make them really white, and usually it would make them really ill as well. What? I don't remember that. But yeah, again, it makes sense. Again, the whitest man, Griffith, would be one of the most popular with the girls. Not just because he's good looking; he is good looking, isn't he? And he's got lovely hair. But again, that being very white is very popular. Whereas nowadays, it's almost the complete opposite, isn't it? The darker you are nowadays, the more popular you are, it seems. Obviously, there's exceptions to every case, isn't there? Unfortunately, though, things do start going a bit downhill from here, don't they? Yeah, I'm kind of getting some of the times mixed up just because again some events are missing, so I can't exactly call what happens one scene after the next in these movies. That's a cool shot, isn't it? Did we have did we miss out the Casca and Guts sex scene? Like when did that happen? I mean, I pretty prominently remember it. What the hell are you wearing, Caucus? I pretty prominently remember it happening. Dude is looking like fucking what's his name? Robin Hood. Maybe that's where Robin Hood comes from, Caucus. Yeah, I pretty prominently remember that, and I think it happened during the scenes before this fight that we just saw with Cassia and Guts on their own, didn't it? But we didn't get to see it. I don't mind that too much, but I would have liked to see them. We saw them get closer, but we didn't actually see that dialogue that they had afterwards, which was the biggest part about it. After they done the deed. Bruh, Caucus, man. What are you wearing? Ah, so that's who. Huh. So that's who those people are, who I didn't recognise from the opening that we've had in the couple movies, where we see Puck as well. Do they have some kind of more prominence in this movie? Because I don't remember them at all. Or maybe they come into part later on after all this stuff goes down with Griffith. Who knows? Interesting though. Again, I don't remember them being pointed out at all. Like someone trying to chat up Casca. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we know Judao has a little crush on Casca, don't we? Again, you get a lot of rewatchability from this. A lot of stuff you notice that pops up later, little moments. I think even more so in this movie because I think it's based on the fact that you've seen at least the original anime, if not the manga. No, you look great, Casca. Find up that little scar, trying to make yourself look as good as possible, are you? I don't think you need to hide that. I love scars. I love them. I love my scars anyway. Just because there's a story behind them, if you know what I'm saying. There's something to remember. It's proof of you kind of being, if you know what I'm saying. It's almost like a tattoo as well. played for a fool by him. A fool? Is that the correct translation? Yeah, it's fucking Robin Hood mixed with like a middle-aged witch. Damn, look how much Casca stands out in this crowd. She looks fucking beautiful, doesn't she? The White Phoenix Knights. Just look at her, man. Also, where's that little fat guy? I haven't seen him yet either. So it's like graduation. Yeah, no little fat guy either, is there? In this version. So cringe. I can't help it. I'm not much of a dancer. How can you ignore Casca looking like that, man? Here we go. Fucking Pippin's got two. Jesus. Probably would need two, wouldn't he? That huge. A lot of dancing going on right now, isn't there? CGI dancing. Again, I don't mind all that much. Usually it's CGI for this dancing. All you will. So it's almost turned into a romance show at this point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a bit dizzy. I need. Thank you. So much spinning. Fucking hell. I like that though. Again, it's like a little 2-minute compilation, just everyone having a bit of fun, dancing, chilling out. A break from the usual. Again, a lot of spinning going on. So yeah, I felt a little bit spinny by the end of that. Again, it's like what it does with the blurs. It's like, how do you not expect to have for that to have an effect on you visually when everything's blurred as fuck? Makes you feel like you're blurring, if you know what I'm saying. Just like that made you feel spinny. Fucking drunk bastard. So yeah, I'm guessing no guts, Casca sexy. Shame for all you guys who wanted to see that. I imagine there's probably a fair few. Although we did get our share of Casca boobs today, I guess. Maybe that kind of settled your thirst. Please tell me we're going to get the wood scene. Oh, also we'll be meeting that old man with a beard, the swordsmith guy, right? Oh shit. Here it is. The turning point. Nice pun. Oh, the fact that his neck's got more muscle than you. Oh, it's his face. And that's a good thing. As much as it seems like he's trying to say it like a bad thing. Here it is. The turning point. Prize? Fry. Maybe he meant there. Oh, this won't take long, Casca. Yeah, I can't help but think Guts is maybe a bit scared of a life without fighting, a life without being so close to death and darkness. Quiet life is not for him. Just like as we see with Griffith, the quiet life not for him either. But again, that's why I love that dialogue in the wood so much from Guts, where he actually questions that. Maybe it isn't so bad. I'm hoping we see that. Got a really itchy top of the head. Poke at it for a sec. You're the Senai. Jesus. And that strand of silver hair. The wavering blade versus the giant, unmoving blade. Definitely didn't wobble that much in the original, did it? I think again that just adds a bit more of a poetic element to how this fight turned out. And her hair being cut loose as well. Again, there's just these little details that you can add in newer versions of shows that you just couldn't back then. What were those sparkles? Oh, I think it's just effects. That was a really good fucking Griffith Guts fight, though, wasn't it? It's always going to be over quickly. But yeah, we've got about 10-15 minutes left, so I'm thinking maybe we're not going to see this wood scene. We haven't actually seen any new scenes, have we, so far? I don't think. We've seen a few new lines here and there, but maybe a few, but not anything majorly noticeable. I really don't know if I want to watch this scene again. Like a fucking owl. Like a crow. What a way to ask someone if you're okay. What has befallen you? You should have left. Ill tidings. Yeah, I like to laugh, but again, I know what's going to be coming up in a minute. Already feel a little bit stressed thinking about it, to be honest with you guys. Rather strange, isn't it? Because she keeps saying no, and she keeps, and it feels like she's saying no. She went back in for a kiss, and she put his hand back there. What? It's funny, isn't it? Again, he's looking darker than usual, which I think is a good color choice, isn't it? Griffith usually so white and clean. He actually looks darker than Charlotte right now in that lighting. He's doing something dark. Again, just little details like that add a lot. Oh damn, well, it's fucking a lot more graphic, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Okay, I think we've seen enough. I think we've seen enough. Bruh, this was way too long. I mean, I'm not faulting it. I'm just saying it's disturbing for way too long. I've seen it once. I didn't want to see it again, and an extended version again at that. Oh god. What's funny? That looks like he looks when he's in that fucking hand, evolving into that creature. I think that's a bit of a symbol for a rebirth, if you know what I'm saying. He's now been reborn, and he's obviously now going to be tortured for a very long time. That's part of his rebirth, and then he gets reborn again into the creature with the wings and such. I can't remember the name, what he got called, but I just find that funny because he's in a fetal position as well, which obviously refers to being birthed. Yeah, I'm actually sweating a bit. I mean, it's hot as fuck right now, and I've got my light on, but I think I'm sweating more because of that scene. Again, it's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. And I'm gonna upload it uncensored, but I just feel bad. I feel like I should censor that shit. How fucking wrong you are, Caucus. Our first line from Pippin. That's true. I was wondering when it would come. We haven't heard him speak in the whole 2 movies. Badass fucking line. Oh, these are your guys. Oof. Yeah, looks like the torture is going to be a bit more graphic as well. Again, this guy, is this an actual human? Wait, you're telling me it was the king? Torturing him all along? I thought it was not the king, I thought it was just some random guy slash maybe demon? What the fuck? Oh no, I don't think it was. I think they did change it up. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think he's been torturing the whole time actually, so yeah, I think I'm just being a bit dumb there, sorry. Looks a bit like the guy who's torturing him the whole time. A little less demonic though. They got a new torturer? That's not the guy as he was before. Oh shit, whose voice actor is that? It's a very recognisable one. This guy looks like he'd be quite fond of torturing. Making others feel as bad as he felt, maybe. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, I've been really enjoying the action and such. I don't think there was as much bad CGI in this one as there was in the first movie. Oh shit, Puck! Is that Puck? Or is that just a random fairy, maybe? Oh no, that's Puck, I think. At the point we meet Puck, he's getting traded, isn't he? So I think Guts like frees him. So it looks like that does happen after all this. This guy's belly. Oh, that might go. That might go somewhere handy later on, maybe. By luck. What would the chances of that actually happening be? Dropping a It looks like we're gonna end there. Oh shit, maybe we're not. Or is this a little teaser, perhaps? Goal light. So maybe we are getting that shot in the woods. That kind of looked like it was in the woods. You've seen a few of these scenes before. The eclipse, Griffith's history. Yeah, I think this is a little preview. Oh, so maybe I did get the timing wrong on that Casca Guts sex scene. Apologies. No, what? Not quite as creepy as the original anime. I don't think they'd be able to top that. Holy shit, a lot goes. Is Skull Knight a part of what happens there? Come in this winter. I'm gonna have to go back for that. But yeah, I won't lie, that the egg awakening doesn't actually look as creepy. And I knew it wouldn't. Do you know why I knew it wouldn't? Because the old school animation like that, and in a scene like that, it just looks like a normal person's face screaming on top of a red egg. And that's just creepy as fuck in itself. I don't think you can make that any creepier. So again, I had a feeling it wouldn't be quite as the egg wouldn't be quite as creepy. But yeah, apologies, I got the timeline mixed up with the Casca Gut sex stuff. I want to look at this shot of Skull Knight. There's what's his name? I can't remember his name. Big brain. That's Zod again. Zod's back. There he is. Interesting shot. So maybe this, because again, the only time I've seen Skull Knight is during that scene in the woods in the darkness where he sneaks up upon Guts. And it doesn't look. I said it looked like it. I think I got that from the cape behind. It doesn't look like he's actually in the woods, unless he's maybe breaking through the darkness to do that kind of sneak move where Guts thought he was behind him and then he turns out in front of him. That may be it, but it actually looks like maybe he's in that dimension where the faces all came out after the eclipse. So maybe that is part of the reason why Guts survived. I did have a bit of a theory that some of these demons might not all be so bad. I mean, they're demons, but earlier in the series, Griffith did mention gods, demons. So is there much difference between them? Which is very fitting of Griffith, of course. But that would lead me to believe that maybe some of these demons aren't actually all that bad. Maybe some of them do have motives that are still bad, but not quite as bad as the four angel demons that we see during the eclipse scene. And maybe there are demons that actually go against those four demons in terms of like a power struggle or something, and they'd want Guts on their side. Maybe Skull Knight wants Guts to join him, for example, and Zod, maybe Skull Knight and Zod are working together or something like that. and again want to recruit Guts or something. Again, there could be a multitude of different things, but I'm just hyped to see this guy. I've always loved the name Skull Knight. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Skull Knight as well that always looked cool as hell. Who was part of the GX anime, who I always found really cool. So seeing the OG Skull Knight, which that was based off, is going to be absolutely sick. But yeah, it looks like he maybe comes in at the end and maybe saves Guts from that dimension and kind of pulls him out potentially. Again, it kind of looks like he's emerging from something here, so very much could be the case. I'm not sure how people are getting out of that kind of alternate dimension face world without the help of other demons. So yeah, who knows? But again, plenty to look forward to. It looks like. And we're very much our ways through the anime, aren't we? We're again probably at about episode 20, 21 from where the anime was. So I'm hoping to see a lot of new scenes in the next movie. You guys did hype it up, saying there would be kind of a lot of new stuff and a continuation. It looks like there's going to be a continuation. We sort of introduced what's his name, the Pixie or Fairy. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but Puck today as well. No lines out of him or anything, but the first meeting between him and Guts. There's going to be plenty more kind of meetings between those two later on. So absolutely can't wait for that. Make sure you let me know what you guys thought of this movie though down in the comment section. I actually haven't spoken about this movie yet. I've just been talking about the preview. Again, this movie was, I think, actually done a better job in terms of the CGI than the first movie. I think I actually preferred the first movie in terms of what it covered, just because the start of the series is quite big for kind of developing the characters and such. So I think I preferred the first movie in that respect, but the action scenes, the sound, and in general the kind of fight scenes, because there was quite a few fight scenes and such today, I think they're actually done quite a bit better in this movie. So again, gives me a lot of hope for the third movie. You guys saying it's far surpasses the first two. I think this second one surpassed the first one. So if that is the case, the third one is lining up to be an absolute banger. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Like I mentioned, I'm recording this on the Sunday before it comes out, so this will be coming out next Sunday, which is today for you guys. Watching it on the day of release. So next week on Sunday I'll be releasing the third movie, so hopefully you can join me then, and have a good rest of your day, guys.